How's it going, guys? Back out in the garage. I have a small dilemma with the wagon. Brake lights. Now on this car, in 64, for some reason you have to have the key on to have your brake lights on. Which is really stupid, but that's the way it is. Now, when I step on the brakes, you should be able to see in the back. See no brake lights? See them come on, you see the glow? Now I got brake lights. Now I got brake lights. Now I got brake lights. No, I don't. So, it's definitely something wrong with the switch, which is pretty common on the style that this car has. Which I always have a spare. Just one of these. Looks like an oil pressure switch, but it goes in your brake line. Originally it went underneath the master cylinder in 64. When I switched the brakes way back when, there was no spot, so it's actually in the passenger side wheel well. So there's definitely something wrong with the contacts. If they didn't work at all, we would have had to diagnose it. But since it's just a matter of hitting the brakes a bunch of zillion times to get it to work, you know it's the switch. So, which is going to require a little bit of bleeding, but I think I'm going to just toss the switch in and I'll bleed them out later with Junior. So I don't know why they make the hole so big, you know what I mean? But I never liked this style. I always swore I was going to update it to an electric switch, you know, mounted on the pedal. But it's been 11 summers, I haven't done it yet. So I don't think I'm doing it today. And that's about it. Yeah, I noticed this yesterday, that's why I limited the driving time and where I drove with the car yesterday. So yeah, you don't have to mash on your brakes to get brake lights. Normal stopping, you'll get rear-ended and it'll be over. Over something that was $5 back then, I think. I don't know. Made in the USA. Well, at least the box was printed there. Who knows where the part was made? Doesn't say on it. So, well, that's it, guys. Get this thing in there. Here you go, guys. This was whatchamacallit. This is the old brake light switch. Just so you know what it is. It looks just like the new one because I had bought two of them. Basically, it just takes brake pressure and pushes a little. I'm assuming it's like a diaphragm in there or something, and it just puts contact across these two. Well, makes contact across these two. Has to be something pretty heavy duty in there. Your brakes put up as much as 15 to 1700 psi. So I just think it's sat too long, and I would have to actually either hit the brakes multiple times to get it to work or step on it hard. Then it would work a bunch of times, and if you hit it easy it wouldn't work. So there's probably corrosion on it. Who knows? It doesn't really matter. So I mean, they could have been doing that before I took the car off the road to do the body work. I really don't know. So I just know when I was done, I did my light check. I knew there was a problem. Now it sits into the car in this direction here, and the brake line goes up, the brake line goes down, and it goes to my right front wheel. Obviously I got a little air in the system. The pedal has dropped down about that much. So what I'm going to have to do is tomorrow I have to pull this wheel, the right front wheel, and I have to unbolt the caliper and flip the caliper and bleed it. So these calipers are mounted upside down, so the bleeder screws point down. So it's just not a 2-second deal, but it's not a hard one either. You know what I mean? These are the GM calipers, they come right off. So you could actually just take the caliper, flip it, lay it back on the rotor, bleed it out. You know what I mean? A couple of pumps, whatever it's going to take to get down to a couple of feet. That's it. Flip it, put it back on, and I'm good to go. So I mean, the car's usable the way it is, but you know how it is. You got to do the job right. So, but in case of an emergency, if I had to move the car, it is drivable. So, and we'll pick myself up some more of these. I thought these things back then were like $5 a piece, but now we're going back 10, 11 years ago. So, and I should just make a switch set up underneath. Grab a switch from work, you know, something that's reliable, that'll last forever, and just be done with it. Oop, someone's texting me.